Are you a single mom who is forever struggling with her numerous financial obligations? Or are you even a married woman who never has enough money on her? Yet when matters get to a head in your home, you're still the one who will jump out looking for money from everyone and from everywhere because you're the one who cannot afford to see your family thrown out on the street, your children withdrawn from school, or your children go hungry. Or are you even a single lady always trapped in an abusive relationship where your man is constantly disrespecting you, cheating on you, maltreating you, but you cannot dare get out of that relationship because you don't have the financial wherewithal to stand on your own two feet. Or lastly, are you just a woman who is in need of more money to fulfill her purpose, to pursue her passion, her goals, ambitions for life? Hi, I'm Laia Charles Emmanuel, number one best-selling author of The Survivor, a life coach, and a passionate women empower. Recently, I was discussing with one of my friends for the purpose of this video. Let's just call her name Janet. And then here was Janet telling me about how the life had become so difficult for her, how the things were really going bad for her financially. More so now that her husband has walked out on her, leaving her to fend for their three children. And Janet was just like she doesn't know how to handle the bills. What's up is the fact that Janet is not even living in her original country of birth. She stays in a different country, and because of that, she can get a good job. In order to get a good job, she has to write some certification exams, and these exams on their own cost a whole lot of money. So Janet is stuck with odd jobs, and with this odd job, she was just wondering how she raise her three kids, pay their bills, pay bills, rent, and all of all that. Wow, she was really lamenting. But then something occurred to me while we were busy discussing about our situation. It just occurred to me that this is the situation a lot of women have found themselves in today. I mean, more than ever before. Women are beginning to shoulder a lot more financial responsibilities than they've ever done in the past. Women need help. Women are struggling under financial weights and financial burdens. Anyway, I don't know if this is your situation today or if you found yourself in a similar predicament. I just want you to relax because right here in this video, I'm going to show you a resource of words you have at your disposal that can become the source of the extra income, the extra bucks, the extra money you've been craving for all of these years. But before I show you that resource of words, let's talk about this. I made the findings recently, and that is the fact that the information business is the second fastest growing industry in the entire world. It's second only to technology. I mean, the information business is raking in more than $100 billion annually all over the globe. And that means that more than ever before, people are really jumping online looking for information to help them improve their lives, improve their marriage, improve their finances, improve their health. People are constantly on Google and other search engines finding out different information that they can use to better their lives and just improve their lives. The question then is if people are currently or if people are constantly looking for one information or the other to help them get better results in life, why isn't it your information that they are getting out there on the internet? Why is it in your information you are providing some people to help them with their situations? And why isn't it your information that is available to people? That is what I am bringing to your notice today. Hence, the resource of wealth you have in your life and in your hands right now that you have been overlooking or maybe you are even ignorant about is your story and the life lessons from your story. I take that again. The resource of wealth you have at your disposal currently is your life story and the life lessons in the story. Honestly, I'm yet to meet a woman who doesn't have one story or the other. I mean, in my practice, coaching women and working with women from different parts of the world, I am yet to meet a single woman who does not have one story or the other. And guess what? It's out of your story that life lessons comes out from, and those life lessons may be useful for somebody somewhere in another part of the world. It could even be somewhere in your locality, somewhere in your neighborhood, somewhere in your country, and it could be someone in another part of the world. But trust me, your story is valuable. The life lessons from your stories are valuable. I already spoke about the fact that I get to coach women from all over the world, and something always amazes me: the fact that every single one of these women have a story to share. And when I listen to these people's story, I'm just like, why is the whole world not having access to this information? Why are they not sharing these stories from stages? Why are they not sharing these stories on the internet? Why don't other people have access to these stories of inspiration? Why am I the only one hearing these stories? Let me just tell you one of such stories I had earlier on this year that really blew me away. And when I heard the story, I was just like, no, 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 no. I can't keep this to myself. Other people need to hear the story. They need this information. It's about the story of a young lady. She's 25 years old now, but she said when she was 23, she met a guy, she fell in love with him, and somehow she got pregnant for him. Now, the guy on the other hand was so excited about the pregnancy, was excited about the lady. So he just went out to the street, he was telling all his friends, boy, I got babies on the way. The lady actually, she was pregnant with twins. So the guy was really so excited. I'm expecting my babies. My soon to be wife is pregnant for me and everything like that. But you know what, guys? Instead of his friends congratulating him and rejoicing with him, that's what they told him. They were like, you are busy here rejoicing over a bitch that is about to, give birth for you. You are rejoicing over a hush. Don't you know she's a public toilet? I've slept with her. Michael has slept with her. Evil team has slept with her. And they really poisoned this guy's mind against this young girl. And guess what? That's what affected him, and he became a stranger to his girlfriend overnight. And then this guy started out drinking. He started inviting other women, making love to them in the house where he was living with this girl. At times, the girl would come from school. She will be knocking the door, but the guy will be in the house making love with another lady and lock her outside the house. And it was during winter. So this went on for a while. Of course, what do you expect? The lady eventually lost the pregnancy at 7 months of age. Losing the pregnancy was really a very devastating and terrible thing for her. But this lady just felt like, okay, if I've lost my love, my boyfriend, but I shouldn't lose my babies. As a result of this lady refused for the babies to be evacuated in her womb. I mean, she said she would sit on internet, on Google from morning till night, looking for any information on how she can bring back dead babies to life. She was looking for anything at all that could help her with reanimating these babies. Remember, they were twins, and she was just 23 years of age. She had no one to talk to, so she would just stay there. Is there any way at all that a dead baby, a dead fetus can come back to life? That was all she was doing. From the day they told her those babies were dead, she refused for the dead babies to be carried out of her womb. She was always going to school with these dead babies in her womb like that. Anyway, guess what? She carried the babies full time. But unfortunately, nothing worked. In the ninth month, the babies had to be evacuated somehow. But guess what? This is 18 months down the line. This lady has graduated as a medical doctor. She is a fashion designer of repute. She's also a fashion blogger. She has a thriving business. She is into business really big. She has pulled her life together. She's even an author. And then when she told me a story, I was just like, how did you manage to pull your life out of that hellhole to become all this in just 18 months? I said to her, girl, your story needs to be shared with the world. Your story needs to be told to the world. And I told her, do you know how many ladies have found themselves with unwanted pregnancy today who will benefit from your story and the life lessons you pulled out of your story? Do you know how many teenagers are pregnant today and want to kill themselves, want to hurt somebody because of that pregnancy? They need to know about your story. They need to know that that is not the end of the road for themselves. I even went ahead to tell her, do you know how many women have lost their children today and they want to kill themselves because of the loss of these children? And I said to her, they need to know how you walk through that dark road, that hellish road to get to this point you are today. Your story is valuable, and the life lessons in your story are valuable. So, this is just one of the several stories I've had. I don't know what your own story is. I don't know what you've passed through and you've come out of it. Trust me, somebody somewhere will require that information. Somebody somewhere will need your story to keep hope alive, to keep pushing forward, to keep going ahead. Somebody somewhere is looking for help right now with the information you've got from your story. So, what are you going to do about these people? You've got to put your story out there. I mean, look at me, for example. It was just this year I put my story in my latest book titled The Survivor. The Survivor has gone ahead to become a #1 bestseller. Through my story, I've become a bestseller today. Through my story, my life, my works have been featured on several international media outlets, including Fox News, CBS, ABC, KITV, and several other international media outlets. Through my story, I've been able to build a thriving life coaching business with clients, women, female clients from different parts of the world. I'm telling you, your story can become the extra source of income that you have been craving for and looking for all of these years. But then I know again that there is the right way to share your story that will ascertain your credibility, and there is a wrong way to share your story that will detract from your credibility and instead present you as vulnerable, present you as weak, and present you as someone that people should not listen to. So, what your story is your resource. There is a right way to share it that will gain you credibility. There is a wrong way to share it that will make you only appear vulnerable. So, if you're there right now listening to me and just thinking to yourself, how in the world am I going to put myself out there? How am I going to expose my life just like that? Won't people judge me? Won't people criticize me? Won't people look down on me? Or probably you're even thinking to yourself, who in the world is going to pay me for sharing my story and my life lessons with them? Do not worry, because in my next video, I'm going to show you how the people who were more intimidated than you are right now, people who were more shy or who are more shy than you are, and probably who have more things at stake than you do, have put their lives and their stories out there courageously for people to listen to and learn from. And guess what? They are earning big bucks for it. So you watch out for the next video. And yes, if this video has been a blessing to you, if it made any impact on you at all, please, and please kindly click the share button and share it out for all women out there. This is for women. Please share it with all women out there. Let them have access to this information. Thank you so very much for sharing. Thank you for joining me on this video. Thank you for taking your time to listen to me. I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, have a most amazing day and a most beautiful week. Bye.